think it's appropriate to go out in a relationship?
Yeah.
Why not? Is that a bad thing now?
It
Is that a
depends
thing
how you
now?
conduct yourself when you're out.
Well, what are you going out for?
What?
You got a
I
man.
can't let my hair down for 5 minutes on my girls.
Why are you fishing if you don't want to fish?
Oh, you said I was
Go out to
fishing.
fish.
I was having a good time.
Oh, so what'd you go out for? Yourself?
To have a good time.
Yeah. Is that no? Seriously, is that a thing now?
I mean, that's just. I'm just telling you guys how men view it. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I listen to guys talk all the time. Like, if you're going out all the time, it's like
But not all
you
the
can you can say like I'm not a hoe, right? But if all your friends are hoes, you're going out to the club all the time. It's like you're dressing like a hoe, acting like a hoe. It's like, how are they supposed to think you're not a hoe?
Lost for word. Mic drop.
Mic drop for real.
It's same thing with a guy. If he hangs around a bunch of friends that all cheat, if he looks like he's cheating, if he's acting like he's cheating,
You assume he's cheating.
and you'll fall in love because women love being cheated on.
Well,
Yo, that's a fact. It's like the term people say, you are what you eat. You if you hang around bums, you're gonna be a bum. If you hang around people that's making $100,000, you're gonna learn how to make $100,000, and soon you're gonna be making $100,000. You're gonna be one of them. So what she trying to say, I feel like don't let it go over your head. Is basically if you hang around people who are not taking good care of themselves, man, you're gonna be considered one of them. And no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you won't like basically have someone else think different. Like, oh no, I just hang around them because they're my friend, da da da. But at the end of the day, they're your friends. But they act like that. And that's basically your friends get to influence you to doing something that you've never done before. So yeah.
if you don't trust your partner, that is a problem in itself.
Okay, it has nothing to.
It does have a big. Trust is a big thing. A big thing.
So
How does a relationship work without it?
I mean, yeah, but like, why would you put yourself in that situation? Like, I just think if you truly respect the guy you're with, like, you wouldn't want to do anything that would make him look bad, and it makes a guy like as a woman, you want to make your man look good. Like that's your job. And so when you're dressing like a hoe,
Vice
and you
versa,
go
though.
out with
Remember
your
that.
friends to the club where they're all hooking up with guys, and then you're saying, oh, they're all.
Commercial. One second.
Hotels with expression.
Like what she said, basically, we all gotta make each other look good. You're dating me, I'm dating you.
They're all doing it, but not
You know?
me. I promise I won't flirt with anyone, but I'm going to the one place where we're bound to get hit on. It's like
That's a
you
good
look
point.
bad as a girl, and you make him look bad.
So we're talking about girls that have hoe friends, and when they go out, not just girls in general. We're just talking about the hoes when they go out.
What else are you going to a club for?
Exactly.
I just find, yeah, I've literally never heard. Everybody, I guess, has different points of views. Well, meaning men have different points of views when it comes to women, but that is very new for me, I must say.
Let me say this. I mean, this girl, basically, she's single. She said she never went out with nobody. Da da da. Da. So for the single females, for the females that are single, they they're not. They wouldn't be able to understand exactly what this girl is trying to say, what her is trying to say, and this the type of question you ask. Let me say, women that are in a relationship, women that basically know what's going on, are planning to have somebody in the future. Because as you can see, yes, you can go out with your friends, but why are you going out with those bad friends? Now, when dudes come around and start flirting with those friends, now you're gonna have another dude around you flirting with you, and it's not a man being insecure, but you gotta know you gotta protect your person, man. Cause now you don't know who those guys are. They might drug your drink, and boom, people are really really bad in today's world, man. Like we gotta be careful.
I think if it's new for you, then I always ask myself like, what types of men have you had? Like, what types of boyfriends did you
That's
have?
why I said I've been single for 10 years because I don't go out with
Okay,
men,
so let
and
me-
I don't do that.
So, are you? Do you like men?
I like
No,
men.
I'm not.
Are you celibate?
I'm not celibate, but
So you haven't been single for 10 years?
I have been single for 10
Have you had
years.
sex in the last 10 years?
I have. That doesn't necessarily mean I was in a relationship.
Okay, so but you.
Oh, she for the
this is the
street.
thing that women do.
Nah.
So what you was initially, I was thinking, oh, for 10 years she's out. I've been out the game. She is,
Ah,
No, you haven't, because you've been having sex. Like,
so
so you've been in the game enough to able to have sex, but not in the game enough, not enough to secure a man a proper relationship. So you know how to have sex. This is why I said women can have sex any day of the week, and you look to me a little bit funny. You've been Abe in the last 10 years. You cannot keep a man. Okay, cool. Wait,
I can't keep a man because I haven't been in a relationship for 10 years and because I've had sex.
well, yeah.
Well, it just means that the men you want don't want you.
They just want you for sex.
Yeah,
If
like
that's you guys' understanding, then I'll take it.
Oh no, I want you to explain.
Okay, so put it this way. I have dated men and they have not given me or made me feel like I was safe enough to be in a relationship. Let's just...
You know why? It's because you're going from man to man. You're being basically observing and getting fed all different types of spirit, energy, or whatever. And now you're like, oh shit. I like it, but also I want to get in a relationship, but oh, this is fun. Oh, so if this girl is more likely to want to be in a relationship, she shouldn't be sleeping around, being with all different types of men. And niggas do know if you been sleeping around too much. Now, ain't nobody gonna wife you because they know the homeboy on the next block have tapped that, The homeboy, I don't know, and some other neighborhood have tapped that. And now you're telling me that no man have showed you that they want a relationship. Ask yourself that question like in a mirror or something, because there's something that you're doing wrong and you better fix it. Let's continue, man.
That for number one. Number two, yes, I have had sex. That doesn't necessarily mean I've had sex with multiple men. Doesn't necessarily mean that the person that I've had sex with, I want to be in a relationship with them. That can still be my choice and I can still be okay. Of course. So when I say it's okay for me to be single for 10 years without a relationship, I think that's very normal. So
you're right. It's normal nowadays. Like nowadays.
Now
it's
she's
not
saying ain't
normal,
nobody
but it's because modern women
to
are
wife
side
her
chicks.
out. Like,
I'm not a side
how
chick.
you find that normal
Who said
being?
that?
Because okay,
I'm a side...
It's this is how relationships. I'm not even saying this like to be. It's just this is how relationships start nowadays. They start like how many
She a
times have you
side
heard of a
piece, for real.
situationship? So and it seems like you've been in a situationship.
I haven't.
You okay? Then what else would you call sleeping with someone?
Friends with benefits, is that not...
Situationship.
Yeah, that's a situationship.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
that's...
so if you're in a friends with benefits situation, that's uncommitted. So what else is he doing? You're a side chick.
I'm
You
not
might
a
be
side chick. I feel like a side chick is
You're-
when somebody in a relationship with somebody and then they're doing something with somebody on the side.
Okay.
No, side chick is when you're one of many chicks.
Okay.
One of many...
Let me tell-
okay.
as a man,
Definition.
this thing of where you women have to believe there has to be a main in order
Bro,
for
that
you to be a
hurts.
side chick. It's a crazy phenomenon. If you are one,
She about to
side
cut
chick,
all them
you're a
niggas
side
off.
chick. That's it. Stop thinking that he has to have a main one where he looks after. You just want...
Oh,
What is your heritage? Heritage is the link between your Mexican heritage and
got too
contemporary
many
Mexico.
commercials.
Is arriving in Mexico
It's one of many.
I'm not, but I understand what you're saying, but I'm not.
Okay. If you were sleeping with a man and he wasn't your boyfriend,
Yeah.
he wasn't your husband,
Yeah.
and he wasn't
single.
yes, he's single,
Yeah.
and so were you.
Yeah.
So therefore, you was a side
Doing
chick.
grown things.
See, what you're trying to do, you're trying to move the goalpost. You keep trying to change it. Now we're doing, yes, it's grown things, but those grown things still amount to you being a side chick and not his main woman.
And that's your opinion, and that's okay. And that's okay.
she ignorant. Like, you gotta listen to them. They're telling you that if you want a
Can I ask you
man,
over there?
listen to them.
I'm not saying it's uncommon.
Yeah.
That's how most relationships start. When I ask people, like it usually starts as a situationship. Most women start as side chicks.
And the thing is,
In the West, I will say in the West.
and then a lot of the time they put pressure on the guy to get into a relationship.
Yeah, but we could see. In case you don't know, this is a phrase that people say. Okay, women control sex, men control access to relationships. So unless you're gonna get down on one knee and give me a gold Rolex and ask me to be your husband, then what you have to do is you have to fall in your femininity and long for me to ask you to be my girlfriend. Then I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, this girl is better than all the rest of the women. I want to lock her down. I want to go to the jewelers and buy a ring and give it to you. So this is a process that needs to happen, and in order for this to happen, you have to understand that process. But the moment you give a guy sex days, after that, you've given him everything already. So there's no need for him to actually make you into his girl or his wife. The need to make you into his girl or his wife is because you possess something that no other women have. If it's just sex and you give it away and you're not a virgin and give it to other men, then we don't consider it as something special. And the problem is,
What if I'm not looking for something? What if I'm not looking for something?
That's fine. That's also fine. But I think at some level, unless you're saying you don't want to be, you don't want to hug, then at some level you're gonna want something. So a lot of the things you do in the past can affect the guy that you actually meet. When he meets you and actually likes you, and then he's like, okay, cool. You run through all of these guys. It affects us.
Thank you for
Not
your
necessarily. I'm talking to someone right now. He knows everything that.
All right. So when we sent I don't know, was it Andrew Tate when he said they had the argument about a woman that's 25 is less attractive than a woman and that became like a huge argument to a point where like of course people started using it against him and he got canceled. And basically it goes like this. So you're growing up as a female or a male, and you have multiple sex partners, and boom, like I said, that energy exchange and everything, and you get to meet someone in the future, it becomes a problem because now you haven't found your true self, to give it to that person. So now it would affect your future relationships because you have not settled down and just looked at yourself like and be like, you know what, like I'm worth this much. I shouldn't be out here pleasing these other men if I'm looking forward to having a husband in the future. And I know sometimes, yes, you're young, you want to enjoy your life, you want to be able to enjoy your youth, but if you want to get married, you gotta be careful. Take good care of yourself in the end, so that way it doesn't fuck up your future relationship. You know what I mean? So let's continue and just get to the bottom of this video since we're halfway done.
In my past, and it's fine.
No, but that's fine. But what we're talking about, men, we like to feel special. And in a world today where women are running up body counts and stuff, none of us want to feel like the woman we've chosen, we wasn't her first choice.
But what if my body count's not high?
No, I'm not.
Are you just speaking?
No, I'm not.
general?
We're not. In this
I didn't know if it was still talking
no, okay,
about
sorry.
I was a bit confused.
In this moment, I'm not directly aiming at you. I'm
Okay.
just saying, because you said you were starting for 10 years, I was just like, we consider it as something like this. I'm not saying that's you. I don't know your body count. I don't want to know your body count. I'm just simply trying to say, just as a man, just listen to it from our point of view. If you never heard it like this before, just listen, just take it on board a little bit. That's all.
Can I ask you?
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok.
All right. Like, I mean, you heard it. Basically, I like how the argument did get a little, fuzzy or whatever. And then in the end, Shorty was basically able to just calm down and just listen to what they were trying to say. And I actually respect people like that. Yes, you can argue your point of view, but in the end, if you feel as if, oh, shoot, I'm not making sense, especially like on major platforms and podcasts that will be going out there, and the person, let me say, I have my own podcast too, like when I'm recording my videos and sound and everything, I tell people, you here to say what you're gonna say, just so you know, I won't cut nothing, because as I'm editing my video, I let everything it's raw, so like, boom, So you gotta be careful what you say, so that way you don't look stupid on the internet. But yeah, there you go, man. Thank you for tuning in with me, man. This is East Sip and Chat Podcast with one and only host, Glory Boy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share this video. And we out of this bitch. Let's go.